What up? We live.
What up?
Oh man, bruh.
Back again next week. I mean, this week, man.
What's new in your world? I found out some interesting information in the process of being on hold for the show to start. So I'm trying to I'm trying to Google this information to see if this is real. They said Megan Thee Stallion was shot several times. I keep saying the Stallion. Megan the Stallion was shot multiple times. She's recovering, and Tory Lanez is in jail. So we don't know. I don't know. Could be.
Megan Thee Stallion. What? I'm trying to process it. What's going on? Like Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. What they got to do with Tory Lanez? I'm trying to figure it out.
We don't
That's why
know.
I'm not saying.
I have no clue. Oh man.
There we go.
All right. So what we got this week? Entanglements. And I'm still dropping frames apparently. Let me check it.
I'm having an entanglement right now with the internet right now because I'm free. Even an entanglement with some type of glitches. I don't know what's going on. Like trying to figure out what that's about.
That's not that. That's the Mercury retrograde. Oh wait, I don't think we could. I don't think that's it. I need to
What you mean?
What's
not it?
I think because Faye was telling. Well, Faye not here to let us know, but she was telling us that it's direct. I don't know what that means, but that's what she said. All right, so we got a lot to talk about. This Megan thing between Megan, Will Smith and Jada, Nick Cannon, Erykah Badu, and the healthy stuff. There's a lot. There's a lot going on there. So, oh, there she go. Woohoo! So, yeah. What's up, Faye?
So, she mute.
Daryl said,
mute,
what?
mute. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone.
So, wait, Faye. All right.
Pick up the phone.
I found out some info. My son said it was posted 6 hours ago or something that Megan Thee Stallion was shot. Let me see. I don't want to lie. She was shot multiple times, but she's recovering. I'm about to pull it up right now. Hold up.
Hold on, Mo. Faye, you mute. You're on mute. Can't hear you.
She is?
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that should go. There you go.
Hi, everyone.
Let me
Are we live yet?
Yeah, we live.
We
Oh boy.
You came in. We live.
We live.
We
All right.
live.
What's up, world? What's new in your world, everyone?
I know we got too much. It says she was shot in the foot.
So what was it? She was shot in the foot.
I don't know. Okay, I'm reading this on
Right, this
TMZ.
Megan who?
Megan Thee Stallion. I was shot in the foot.
Megan Thee Stallion.
New video
I
shows
know that
bloody
name,
footprints.
I can't put her face. I can't.
That's the one, the savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, all that. She raw. Like, she
Okay.
raw. She raw, Faye.
Okay.
They said
She's
TMZ
raw.
obtained new footage of the incident. Starting with Megan being asked to exit the vehicle and back up towards police. As you can see, with each step she takes, she leaves a trail of blood. Meanwhile, Lanes is already lying face down and sprawled out in the middle of the street. So Tory Lanez was with her. After Megan sits down on the sidewalk, the other woman in the vehicle is asked to come out. As we told you, she can't be heard saying, "My hands are up," as she follows the cops' instructions. All three appear to be in swimwear. According to Megan's Instagram story, she and Lanes were at Kylie Jenner's pool party earlier that night. The LAPD tells TMZ Megan never told them that she was a victim of a crime. The spokesperson said at the time, Megan Thee Stallion was with police and she did not report that she was the victim of any crime. And the LAPD has not received any additional information at this time.
Whoa.
Wow.
So yeah, they said she was shot in the foot early Sunday, and when she and Tory Lanez were pulled over, it said he got arrested for gun charges. So did he shoot her in the leg with the gun?
Wow.
So they said Megan didn't say who pulled the trigger, but she wants to make it clear she did not do anything wrong. She adds, "I was never arrested. The police officers drove me to the hospital where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I am incredibly grateful to be alive and that I'm expected to make a full recovery, but it was important for me to clarify the details about this traumatic night. I'm currently focused on my recovery so I can return back to my life and back to making music as soon as possible." They say LAPD found a handgun. Yeah, LAPD found a handgun in the SUV that was driving Tory, Megan, and another woman. And Tory was booked for possession of a concealed weapon. As for Megan's injuries, our law enforcement sources say she told the cops that night she had cut her foot on glass. But that's why officers took her to the hospital for treatment. Well, obviously they removed bullets, so I don't think so. At this point, the police have not connected Tory to the shots that were fired outside of the party. And this is Monique signing off. But what's new in your world?
So well, she got
where are you reading that from?
Oh, I pulled it up on the internet from TMZ.
Okay.
I was about to say, TMZ be having the information.
Oh, they're like the first, you know what I mean? They're like, wait, what? They always want to get the first freaking dibs,
That's too much
They're
stuff
so funny.
going on. Like, for real. So that, oh man. Y'all hear, I know y'all heard about, we got so much to talk about, and they have so many new things.
Wait, and you guys, Naya Rivera.
What?
Naya Rivera, I guess they found her dead.
No way!
Drowning, yeah.
This is the one that was in the
I was like, oh, because I always be like, what really,
So, but wasn't she in jail though, right? Waiting to testify?
No, she was on the boat with her son in Lake Peru or something. They were in Cali, and they found her son. She rented a boat. They were gonna take it out.
I think I'm
Naya Rivera.
story.
Yeah, she's the Glee star. She was in Glee, and she was like, she was like a childhood. I mean, I don't know how famous she was. I mean,
I think I'm mixing her with the other lady.
Yeah, yeah, she's. So they found her son, just him, in a boat, and they were concerned.
Wow, I see her face. Yeah.
Yeah, she'd been in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when she was little.
She was really young. They said she was born in '87.
Yeah, she's 33. And
I remember hearing that story. Yeah, of saying that she that they found her son, but not her. Like if she fell off the boat, they said she didn't have a life jacket. Her son did. I mean, a life vest. Her son did.
Yeah, but that's so strange. I mean, it's so. I'm very suspicious because it's like, why would she not have any safety measures with herself? You know, knowing it's just she and her son. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just so strange to me. I don't know. The first hit I got was like, what was that really about? You know, because they were searching, and then finally, I think I got the update yesterday that they had found her dead. Maybe that was, you know, a few days now, but it was like last week, right, when they found her son, and that's so crazy.
Do you know how old her son?
He looks about like 4 or 5.
Oh, I do see the baby. Oh no.
Yeah, and it's funny because just 6 days before she disappeared, she wrote something on Instagram about how, like, you know, life is precious. You know, live it as if it were your last moment. Like, I don't know, like maybe she subconsciously knew something but didn't think of it. She just posted something like, you know, like embrace life kind of message, because you just never know. It's, you know, tomorrow is not promised, pretty much was her message, you know. And then 6 days later, boom. Which, that's really strange. I guess sometimes people just have premonition, you know, something.
Yeah, but they all seem to have premonitions.
Right?
It's like, I don't know.
It really gets you thinking, though, right?
Prince had one. Michael Jackson had one. Whitney Houston had one.
I knew it. Look, I was never even really like a fan. I just, I've heard her name. I've heard so many names in the industry along the years, you know, but I had to look her up because I was like, wait, who is she again? And so I was like, oh, okay. And then kind of looked on her history and everything. But it was just like the first thing I thought before even going into any other, you know, sources was like, that was just really strange to me. Just the whole scene. Like, what, like, it just looks funny. My first hit was like, what's really going on? Because, I mean, she looks like a smart woman, you know? She looks like she can handle herself. And she was real happy with her son. And, yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Hey, wait. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I have to say something right quick. Excuse me. I'm still stuck on the peak, the shot toe off, the toe off. It remind me of that movie Harlem Night. You know what I mean? Go and shoot my pinky toe. Go and shoot my pinky toe. Pinky toe. Shoot up. Go ahead. Oh, you ain't gonna shoot an old woman. No, you ain't gonna shoot an old woman. Yeah. So, hey, is her foot hanging or the toe is hanging or what? I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that, Faith. But I'm trying to figure out her foot.
That's all good.
Oh, they didn't say. It just said she was shot in the foot, and they say bullets more than one.
Ooh,
so,
somebody.
And Tory Lanez was with her, so I don't know if they made a mistake and the gun went off. But it went off more than once, and it was her, Tory, and another woman. So they ain't trying to say, like if Tory actually pulled the trigger, but he went to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so okay. So, I hope it wasn't no entanglement going on and some.
You know what? That could have been.
For real.
It could have been an entanglement. Speaking of entanglement,
hey, you know,
what y'all
that's like the new mosquito, entanglement mosquito. That thing is just flying around now. You know what I'm saying? That thing just flying around, just sticking on people. I'm gonna give you some entanglement. You know,
is so funny.
Not the West Nile. We got the new virus called entanglement virus. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Mm-hmm. That's
getting entangled in all sorts of things.
All kind of things. So break that down. Faye, what you call entanglement?
What are you trying to say, Faye? What is he really?
Oh, what am I trying to say about entanglement? I mean, it just depends on what what kind of entanglement is it? You know, like, because there are all sorts.
So level is level on entanglement. I mean, it sounds like a big old giant knot just stuck. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get a knot in your shoe laces and stuff. You can't get is entanglement like that. You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of
there's that literal sense with an object.
Man, you're about to make me get out of my truck and go get me something to eat right now, Mo.
I'm sorry.
Oh, good. It's good.
I had one of them days. It's the second thing I did today.
How was work today?
Huh?
How's it?
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said, how do you feel being back at work today?
I want to go back to vacation.
So sorry.
I know.
Don't need to ask. Hang on 1 second. Oh shoot. Wait.
It wasn't too bad. But
that's good.
Our girl. I didn't even include you.
So what's that?
I forgot. Alexa was behind me. I forgot. I didn't include you.
Gotcha.
So what you got? So with the entanglement thing, I see you trying to dodge the bullet. Let me ask you a question. Hey, Faith.
Are you talking to me, Bando?
Yeah, Faith. When you was in high school, what's your curriculum you played in? You played dodgeball, huh? You played dodgeball, right? Because you dodged the hell out of this question. Come on, let's go with
funny. I'm not dodging out of the question.
Let's go with the entanglement.
I thought we were what's your question?
So what is your level?
What is an entangle? Because you were talking about shoelaces, and then all of a sudden you said you were hungry. So I was not trying to dodge. You distracted the whole thing.
Yeah, right. So what you call entanglement?
I mean, when it comes to like people and situations, man, you know, like an entanglement can be something that's a burden.
All right, this is entanglement.
What's your question? Sorry.
So entanglement, can it be a new word we can use as cheating? That's the new word instead of saying cheating all the way. Then we just use entanglement. You know?
I mean, there's, you know, if in that sense, I guess you could cheat in a relationship, you could cheat in a business, you could cheat on a friend. Just anytime. I think cheating is like if you're not transparent, you know, if you're not playing on, you know, the integrity, because you're not being upfront, basically. So, you know, like to me, cheating is not just like a relationship thing between like two people, you know. I feel like it extends basically to like lying about anything, you know, when you're like, or if you're going to say you're going to do something and then you don't do it. But cheating is usually known for relationships, or if you have like a business partner and then, you know, you're being sly and you're not being, you know, you're not saying anything. You're not, what?
So the word of the year, I say the word of the year. The word
is. You said it right. It's the word of the year.
So so we're gonna just push over cheating. We're gonna just say, look, entanglement. I'm having an entanglement. Not that I'm fair. Now I'm cheating. I'm having an entanglement with someone.
And I guess we're referring to you know, Jada and Will's situation, right?
Oh yeah.
But as far as we know from what had been shown, that they were basically over each other and they were like broken up. So I don't actually know if that was like just a mutual understanding, or like it was you know, telepathic and they just both knew in their hearts. And so, you know, they were tired of each other because he was like, I was over you. Mm-hmm. I was over you. Right.
But
and then suddenly, but like, we don't know if there was anything else they had already, like, if she had already met August or something, if there was already some kind of chemistry there. We don't know that part, not based on like what I've seen.
Well,
that was like a sudden occurrence, and then it was like, you know, oh, she wasn't really involved with Will, so it was like, okay, she took upon the opportunity to basically get it.
I'm gonna just say this though, when a man say he moving on, he really don't mean it, and it's some things he want to know about his partner, and or having an entanglement with someone else besides me or whatever. But the thing is though, really in reality, I mean, I think it was a misunderstanding going on, because when I was looking at him, how he was expressing himself, he was hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I would have been hurt too.
And then when he came out, she was like, "Okay, let's set it for the record for the world." Entanglement. Can you explain that a little bit more detail for the people?
No, he ain't say that. She said entanglement, and he was like, "You mean relationship?"
Relationship, but so
yeah.
But I'm going to say, like, she had that look like, yeah, Will, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, he's trying to, like, really, like, stop using it. Let's, come on, be gentleman, you know what I'm saying? But she, like, in her head, like, okay, what you trying to put more out there? You trying to make me look bad or something like that? But I'm looking like, hey, y'all got some issues. I think y'all might have to, you know.
I mean, how long have they been together? For like 20? When did they hook up? Do y'all remember? 20 years? I mean, was that like 2000, 2001, 2 or something? When did they hook up? Those two.
I don't know. I got Will. They probably hook up. What you mean?
It's been a couple decades.
Yeah, decades. We talking about.
Yeah, no, Will. I'm talking about Will and Jada. So, I mean, I'm like, yeah, definitely an interesting situation, and hers as well. And it could have been worse. And the fact that they could talk about it and move forward. I mean, they have moved on, right? They're back together.
Yeah, they're back together, but it's still some things that's there, you can tell. But
of course, and that's good. It takes, that kind of stuff takes time to heal, but that's where love is strong. You know what I'm saying? And then you commit when you have kids and all of that. I mean, they have a special chemistry anyway.
Yeah, you're right too, because they also mold and shape and, you know, I'm gonna say grind each other. You know what I'm saying? Entanglement each other in a way that, you know, how can you let something go like this? You know what I'm saying?
I exactly. Not over that. Not over that anyway.
Then you up in, you know, y'all up in age right now. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, any one of them could find somebody new, but some always gonna remind you of something. You're gonna be like, hey, well, my partner used to do this way. My partner, you know what I'm saying? So they can't really move on because, like you said, it's been decades they've been messing around. So that's gonna really take some real time to even soak themselves with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, if anything, it's just playing around. That's all that could be. So nothing serious.
Right.
But
I don't.
I mean,
what do you think, Monique?
So I get it. It's nice entertainment. I feel it, like a lot of other things, is a distraction to the things that's like really going on, because, you know, that's kind of how it is. You know, we have this, you know, racism, you know, Black Lives Matter, you know, things going on with the police and COVID, like everything, you know, and it's like, it's things like this that kind of takes the focus. It kind of removes it. So I know I read a post on Instagram that basically said, and I actually put it on our page, What's New in Your World, on our IG page. And it's like the truth. It's like, that's their life. Like, how many people, okay, great, she called it an entanglement. How many people been in the same situation? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got marriages that go through it, you know? Shoot, I went through it in my own. So it's like, maybe because it's, well, while it's good, we hear it, it's entertainment, but let it go, and focus on what's more important. So that's one, how I feel about it. Two
Right.
is, I don't know if I've heard that they had an open relationship. So everybody's focused on Jada, which, okay, I think it's foul what she did, because this dude was like under the same roof. And, great, they helped him, but it's like, if you got an open relationship, then that means you do that on your own outside of the house. It's like, your house should be your sanctuary.
August was living with him?
Yeah. That's what
that
he was living with him. So,
yeah.
And, he had
a really good situation.
He had a medical issue, and they were there to take care of him. I love her heart. I appreciate all of that. But it's like, at the end of the day, you in the same house, like in the same house, like, your husband and your boyfriend living under the same roof. And, I think it was kind of a selfish move, because just like the reason why anybody else cheat, I think it's selfish, because, something is going on with the person. Like, okay, you can cheat, but usually when you cheat, there's two sides. Something within you is doing it, and at the same time, something in your relationship you're not happy with. And the person might be doing everything that they can do, but there is something, that's going on internally with that person for them to decide to cheat, whether it's not because they need attention or they have abandonment issues, something. So like she said, she was broken. So what you do, because you're broken and you can't figure it out, you go mess with somebody else, you break them, and you break your husband too. So now you got two broken people on account of you being broken. So now you're healed and you moving on. At least he had enough sense to let you go and ignore you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all know he made a song about her, right?
Who?
August Alsina. It's called Nunya. Nunya. It's called Nunya.
Y'all know about this. Y'all know about this more than I do. Like the deets and everything. I'm just like, oh shoot, but I kind of know a little bit about Jada, but
and it's a text message video. It's kind of clever the way he did it, but he was showing her text messages, and I think he called her name. I might say it wrong. Whatever the name at the top of the woman, it's her middle name, from what I was told. And when you listen to that song, I felt every word from him. The dude was in love, straight up. Like he went on the sense thinking that it was over, because like Will said, he was done with her. So in her mind, she figured that they were done. But I'm telling, like internally, she had to have known something. If this would change, then I would go back. You know what I mean? When you are in a relationship with somebody for so long, you have a soul tie. You're attached. Sometimes it's really hard to break it. Like you have to do things to break the tie, because you're so familiar with that person's spirit. So here you got this new dude coming along. He's falling in love with her. They're intimate, they're connecting spiritually. So it's like, he ready. He thinking she done. And she's older. He's younger. Come on, man. Cougar. She put his shit on him. That's what cougars do.
She was having fun.
That's it. She was having fun.
Oh my God.
She was having fun. He took it seriously.
No, that's crazy though. That's crazy. I didn't know that they were all under the same roof. Like that's rough.
I know he had some kind of medical condition and he was really sick, and that's what they make. Cause I'm like, wait, he was sick? What you mean sick? Cause he's from New Orleans. So I'm like, I knew he was.
Yeah, now that you're saying that he was living with them, I could just see how it all like kind of unfolded and played itself out. And it's like, see, this is why it's like communication, like, and transparency, like be transparent about your actions. What are you doing? Like, yeah, she probably could have, she could have communicated way more than she had, because like referring back to you were saying, like she had to have known deep inside of her, even though it was like, I'm over. Like he's saying, I'm over. Like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like
that song says
like
everything.
Like 25 times, are you sure?
That song, y'all should go listen
And
to
then
that
take
song.
it, and then take the situation outside of the home, yo. You know what I mean? Like, not keep it in the house.
That song says everything. Like, I felt that man's pain. Because he's like, why are you worrying about me? Why are you worrying about who the next chick I'm with? Like, why are you bothered? When I was there, you didn't want me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like...
And that's just a game of love, man. It's just so crazy, you know? Like, it's just, yeah. And it can get really sadistic, you know? But it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's some messy shit. Sorry, don't mean to swear, but it is. That's what it is. It's messy crap, you know? And it's like, it's like, yeah, these really big mistakes, you know, that like people need to learn from, or, oh my gosh, and you keep doing it again and again, and it's just torture. Right?
Well, that's why I said, you gotta be more general in what you want. Like, I mean, not only.
Did you say genuine?
Like in general.
Oh, in general,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta speak like, you know, when you're in a relationship, if you say you want, you know, you wanna, you know, go separate ways or take some time off from each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like at least, you know, some boundaries and some guidance, and be like, you know what, hey, as we, you know, going our separate ways, you know what I'm saying? This is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. Da, 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 da.
It don't work like that. All right, Frank. I'm sorry. So, you mean to tell me you've never been in a relationship that y'all separated and some kind of way you find yourselves coming back?
No.
But when you left, you was like, you know, I don't want you no more. I'm done.
That's it. I'm gone.
But yeah, you right there with that person again. That ain't that happened to you?
No. I'm over it. I'm done. It's out. I'm out to fix it. I'm just saying though, but look, I'm just saying though, like, hey, but you gotta look at it though. If they got like history of years and everything together, like in a point, like it's gonna be like, listen, that you can't just say, all right, 5 years, okay, you can say you easily done. I'm talking about, you say about 20, 25 years and all that right there, that's a long time. So you be able to have some type of boundary to talk and be like, look, if we separate right now and, you know, go on to our, you know, find what life is outside of this, you know what I'm saying? This is the standards. This is what we got. This is, you know, it's the rules out of all this. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you go around here and you can't fall in love, you can't fall in love. If you fall in love, you have some type of feeling, this, that, and then the third, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let me know now.
I got one for you. I got one for you. You know, Frank, you might as well just go to Erykah Badu and go get her new fragrance, the Entanglement. And I'm trying to play the scene right now. You know, I think you need some of that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're gonna need some of that. You're gonna need some. Go ahead. Badu. Pussy too. You can use some of that, Frank.
Hold on real quick.
You don't need none of that.
Well, wait. Well, I had a phone call.
Look at you. Entanglements.
Because you deserve it.
You deserve it.
So that's an air freshener?
No, Frank. It's incense. Yeah, it's gonna freshen your air, all right? I don't think I want none, but
so what entanglement?
She said you deserve.
I would like it.
Entanglement, you deserve it.
So the incense smell like her? Is that what you're saying?
I believe, yeah. She broke the internet when she came out with her first fragrance. Everybody want to know what she do. She got them going crazy. Common. What's your boy name? What's the other dude? Andre 3000.
Hold on. What's going on? The flag. Let's see something.
Boy, what?
So look, I'm just saying though. Okay, and then Michael Blackson. Let's talk about him too as well.
Michael Blackson?
Yeah, Michael Blackson.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Yeah,
I
Michael
forgot.
Blackson. He also went at well. He said, "Hey, my African Bel Air brother." He said, "You all right over there?" He said, "Yeah, man. Me and the family, we good over here." He said, "Man, and you do know entanglement sound like August Cena and your wife had some good entanglement sex. You know that, you do know that, huh?"
Like every time I
Will
think
Smith.
about that, I cringe because she was in their house though. Like, I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah,
hey,
and there was no discussion. There was no prior discussion to be like, okay, like to say, is this okay, or are you cool with this? Like, because obviously, I can't see that he would have been cool with it at all.
He wouldn't have. That's why.
So they should have taken it outside of the house. You know, I mean that just it's just crazy.
so I'm saying though, did he? Did it, I mean, they might went in the Statman house. You know what I'm saying? They got a big house. I know they probably went in the Statman house
It
back
don't
then.
matter. It's the house.
Yeah.
I don't care if you got 4 extra
Not on the
houses in
property,
back.
Frank.
It's the house. It don't
It's gotta
matter.
It's gotta be far. You know, if
No,
that's
it
the
gotta be
decision.
away in a whole nother under a whole nother roof.
A house. That's the.
Yeah.
Away.
The woods.
It don't matter.
The woods, yes, the woods. Go get a cabin.
Something. But I mean, you take, and then it's like that. Man, I mean, I guess to each his own. You know, they had a kind heart. You know, to take the guy. You know, take him in house and help him. You know, to get better. All that stuff. But I just
So
think that
so you saying Jada should just let Will Smith alone, just mess with August all the way? That what you saying?
Well, I ain't hear you. I'm sorry. I had children. What'd you say? Jada, what?
I was saying. So you saying Jada should have just left Will Smith all the way and just start messing with August? That's the correct way?
Started messing with another dude?
Yeah, I mean August. Just leave Will and just go straight.
Well,
start messing
this
with.
is the way I think of it. If you want an open relationship, don't get married.
Yeah.
Don't get married. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an open relationship. It's like, why get married? You know what I mean? You get married because you want to commit to that one person no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Not true. Marriages go through some things, and, sometimes people are not on the same page. That's why there's this thing called divorce. You get out of it. You move on with your life, and hopefully you find somebody that's like-minded, and then y'all can have a marriage. If you want an open relationship, keep it as open. Don't publicize that you're in a marriage. I mean, especially, celebrities, everybody looking at it. So like, oh, you're in a marriage? Oh, what do you mean? I could get married. Oh, and I can have an open relationship? No, you want your cake and eat it too. The purpose of getting married is that you sacrifice self. Know what I'm saying? So you're being selfish. I think her move was totally selfish. She was worried. She was focused on herself. She was broken. Hurt people. That's exactly what she did. Now, everybody talking about her.
But I'm gonna just say August.
But I'm sure Will had some flings.
Yeah.
I'm sure Will ain't innocent. Will did some shit too. He's just not out there. Like, she's the one that's public. Will did some stuff. He had some women. Come on. The open relationship clause. I don't even know if there's rules to be in a year ago. She's saying, August is saying that it was kind of recent. She's saying 4 years ago. At this point, who knows? Who knows? But I think they did him wrong.
But I'm gonna say this though. Tupac didn't even pinch her. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say that August got a Tupac. Tupac didn't even pinch her. You know what I'm saying? So August came a long generation and got an entanglement with Jada. You know what I'm saying? Like Jada off a low down dirty shame, Jada. Like, damn, that's a big old plus. You know what I'm saying? So, he skipped everybody. He went roof, roof, roof. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody throw Boys in the Hood, and they like, man, I want Jada. Maybe that was his lifetime crush. I don't know. August Alsina is very young. Very young. Jada is older. She's more mature. And again, older people have a way of manipulating younger people. That's all I gotta say. He's way too young.
Yeah.
He's way too young. That boy fell in love for real, with a person who already was unstable emotionally. Again, hurt people hurt people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, she led the dude on.
And it's always like, there's always like this, you know, thrill of like, you know, not being able to have, I'm pretty sure he knew that he couldn't have her completely. So that was kind of a thrill for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's sadistic because it's like, how it's going to actually turn out in the end, you know, because you know that it's impermanent. So it's thrilling because it's impermanent. You know, it's like it becomes this high, it becomes a chase. It's like, oh my gosh, the last moment, like when's it gonna be? Like, you know, and so you're just caught up. They're just caught up in that, basically.
Right. That's crazy.
So,
that's exactly.
But it's not a good turnout. It's not a good turnout in the end, you know. Like if you're not transparent about your shit, man. Seriously, you know, open or marriage, anything. Like you just have to be upfront. And you got to be like super communicative and like be freaking authentic, man, about like where you at, you know? And like if you're hurt, man, you really got to be aware of how you're channeling that pain, you know? Because if you do some unconscious shit, you know, you're going to be hurting people, you know? Because you'll just like subconsciously, you'll not even knowing it, you'll dump it on a situation or someone else. Whether you catch yourself, oh, am I doing this? Like, or if, you know, not even really aware of it, you know, sometimes people do know and then they go fuck it anyway because they're mad.
Selfish.
You know?
They're selfish. They think about themselves at the time. Self-centered is what I call it. Yes, right.
So
you're not really thinking about the other partner, but that's why.
That's some narcissistic characteristics right there.
I ain't gonna say that. That's exactly what it is.
When a person think about themselves, that's what it is?
No, it's just when you're just super self-centered, you know, and it's just about you all the time, and then you make people feel like you're including them, but it's actually for you. That is some narcissistic shit. That's a prime example of some narcissistic crap.
She used him to make her feel better for the moment. Once she got herself together, she discarded him.
It was a high.
He was her supply.
That's what I'm saying. It was a high. It was a chase. It was like, you know, it was a moment.
A temporary high.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's like you were saying, Monique, like, you know, to each his own. But like she, you know, if that was the way she wanted to go, if that was the decision that she, you know, obviously she made that decision, but she could have gone about it better. Because not everybody was cool with it, especially under the roof. So, yeah, that's just the part that I was like, because, yeah, that's a crunchy feeling.
All right. Well, speaking about that, I think it might be a good segue to go into our good idea, our bad idea. So I'm gonna I'm gonna let it go on and play here.
Oh man, it's a pretty good one.
Shocking woman.
Get your ass over there, God. Get your ass in the house.
And she's laughing too.
Oh, she was twerking on the dude.
So I had to let that play twice. I'm sorry. I needed y'all to get the whole thing. So
yeah.
I don't know. She was twerking down. He sure slapped her behind. Told her to get on there over there. Good idea, bad idea. So In the event she was being caught up in an entanglement, this would be a very bad idea. Hey, the dude she was twerking on, that could have been the dude that was part of the entanglement, and then the boyfriend that saved them. You know, there you go, your triangle, your three people. So wow, you know what? She really just, you know, for in narcissism, how they triangulate you. That's a good word, entanglement. Perfect word. Three people in a triangle.
Yeah, it's the pyramid of like the tyrant, the rescuer, and the freaking victim. So.
Pretty much.
So you saying that look like a jackass? We're gonna give him the yes Lord of the day, and that's what we're gonna get yes Lord. I mean, yeah. So we're gonna give him the yes Lord of the day because you know, man, we not supposed to be. Man, listen, if your girl over there twerking on somebody, man, look, bro, you don't go over there on the set, pull her off the set. You deal with her later. You know, let her have a little fun. Let her have a little fun. Let her have a little fun. You know, that's something you just don't do. We don't do that. We don't do that. No.
Well, she obviously didn't tell him nothing. So.
What?
So
Right.
When you look at it, she thought it was funny. Maybe because she was embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? You know, she kind of.
I'm sure she was embarrassed,
Yeah.
but also laughing that he was pissed. Again, it is the freaking game.
I guarantee you, they got home. The words was out her mouth. You be tripping. See, it's just a video. It's just a video. I was just. No, it wasn't no damn video. You twerking, you shaking your ass on another man.
She had them big booty shorts on too. Booty.
Yeah, they were going up the cheeks for sure. They were almost like thongs. Like,
so Frank, you wouldn't let your girl do it? You wouldn't let her take one for the team? Like, it's a music video, you know? Her ass might be all over the camera, you know, and over the world, Craig, over the world. But you wouldn't take one for the team? She about to get paid.
It depends on if she is in the business. Is it the business? If we in the business doing that, and now you just ran them up the next day, oh, I'm in the video, but we got a problem.
But you got to take one for the team, Bando.
Take what team?
You got to take one for the team. Your girl about to make that paper.
I don't care what she about
He said he don't care what she about.
Wait, what kind of thing? We talking about what type of digit? We talking about what type of digit? We ain't taking no $500 paper. Shit. Talking about it was $2, $200. Hell no, we got a problem. You over here pinning picture, keep us in bits around here. What's wrong with you?
Whatever. All right, c'est la vie.
That was great.
We about to go into say la vie.
That was great. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, I'm playing.
Say la vie, y'all.
I'm playing your intro. All right.
All right.
What we got?
C'est la vie. Here we go. Yeah, well, this is life. What we do every day. We wanted to talk about Irish sea moss because I know that Monique has. She's been playing with some Irish sea moss in the house.
I do. Go give me that bottle. It's in the freezer, the refrigerator. A bottle. The bottle of sea moss. What's wrong? I'm hungry.
Have you made some like smoothies and?
No, I haven't made any smoothies. Can you get him some?
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, my son is saying he's hungry. Now keep in mind, this boy eats all day. He literally just had some Cane's and some Chick-fil-A, and he's still hungry. And he's only 5.
Yes, Lord.
So I'm in trouble. You go get something else to eat, sweetheart. So back to my sea moss. Here it is. See it this way.
Sea moss.
This is the golden sea moss. Wait, I don't do this well. I don't know how they do all this. You know what? It's on our Instagram page. I'm going to send you the link. We're going to show some links within the cast here. We're going to put the links in our YouTube description. And on our Instagram, yes, WNIYW. I actually have the picture and the link to the lady that sells it. It's called Be Free Sea Moss. So it's BeFreeSeaMoss.com. I'll give y'all that. But I'm sorry, Faye. Go ahead.
Oh no, nothing. I wasn't. I was just curious if you had made anything out of the sea moss yet. Like put it in your drink or your food.
Yeah. Give me the little grains too. Oh, what? It's like a little small container. It's in the refrigerator next to the sea moss. Oh. Yeah, they look like raisins. It's actually elderberry. No, it's a clear container. It's small. They look like dried raisins in it. No. Can you go get it from me? You don't know what I'm talking about. But I put it in my tea. Okay, I should say tell you the truth. She has some sea moss that you just shook it. Oh no. She has some sea moss that she makes also with elderberry. So I gave that jar to my best friend, but it's brown. Mm-hmm. Basically, it's the same thing, but she adds elderberry in it for actual, I guess, additional nutritional value. So I did try that. So I took a tablespoon and I swallowed it and I chased it down with water. So for me, it's not, yes, it's not, they say it's supposed to be jelly, but as you can see, it's kind of, it's cold, it's refrigerated. So it's almost like if you made homemade jam, you know? Mm-hmm. And so when you scoop it, you kind of still have to just chew it just a little bit. So the taste, it really didn't have a taste, except it was just grainy, kind of, you know? Mm. But it's just me. But, you know, I can feel it, and it's like I could never be on Feel Factor because I was trying to bring it back up, so I had to chase it down. And I did that the first day. The second 2 days, I drink tea every morning, and I got into this green tea, green matcha.
Matcha, yeah.
So, very good tea, and I use agave as my sweetener instead of using sugar. So, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I got a sale on Pure Bliss Kinky. Woo!
Nice.
Yes, Lord.
I'm sorry, I get excited when I get those.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
So, the cool thing is, I put it in my tea, and I didn't taste it at all. Like, that's the way I use it. I take it in the morning. I put it in my tea in the morning. I'm going to try to take some of it and freeze it because it's only good. She told me like 2 to 3 weeks. So I'm going to freeze some and then I'll make like some kind of smoothie or something like that. But, I mean, I don't know. Like, I had it. I felt... It's kind of like a weird feeling. Like I felt, I don't know if I want to say energized or not, but the biggest thing that I noticed, it definitely curbed my appetite, like extremely. They said it kind of helps, and it's a little bit of I don't want to say an appetite suppressant, but it helps with weight loss. You know the beneficial factors. I know it's what they have 92 minerals that it gives. I know it promotes a healthy digestive system. It promotes metabolism. What else? I think I got a photo here. Hold up. Because I Googled it, and there's so many good nutritional values on it. Oh, here we go. So it contains 92 minerals. Now, these are the top 10 benefits of sea moss. It contains 92 minerals, supports a healthy heart, promotes good digestion, helps maintain a healthy weight, is a post-workout recovery tonic for like sore muscles and things like that. It promotes a healthy thyroid for women. It supports a healthy immune system, improves metabolism, supports hair, skin, and nails, and improves libido. Anybody needs libido improvement? It's some sea moss. But I did see them use it says the hair, skin, and nails. So I went on YouTube and I found that people use sea moss to put on their face. They had some pictures of like before and after using it for 5 days. It was a woman, she had like really bad acne. And there was a picture of another woman. She had like a lot of dark marks, I guess from, acne. There are very dark spots. And after one did it for 5 days and the other one continued it for 14 days. And when I tell you the improvement on that was amazing for like dark spots and things of that nature. I don't know like if it was just acne or whether the spots generated or from something else. But it was just the fact that something natural helped to clear that. So I haven't done the face mask yet. I don't think I'll do that, but it's still interesting.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm like, cause I'm gonna have to put this on my face, and it looked like they had to let it dry because when I saw it, you could see they could kind of peel it off.
I would do it. It would be so good for your skin.
You're right. Cause I have dry. My face is dry. I'm more of the people like when you go to the makeup counter.
Do you do masks? Do you do masks already? You do, right?
No.
You don't.
I don't.
So good. It's so good for your skin. Like your skin just feels so good after you do a mask.
I'm on a podcast. You live. Bye, girl. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, what I would say for my face is normally dry. Like when I go to the makeup counter, they ask you like, what is your skin? If it's dry, oily, or whatever. I'm the dry one.
Right.
So I don't put anything on my face besides soap and water. And then these makeup towelettes. And then sometimes I use just like baby wipes unscented. I don't wear much makeup at all. I might do my eyebrows, but I don't like all that foundation and stuff like that. I have no makeup on right now. So no, I don't. I have this, I think it's L'Oreal. I was with my mom and the lady behind the counter.
It's 19 hours.
I'm so sorry.
That's every time it does that, it scares me. But I have something. This is something you're supposed to put at night, and it's supposed to. It's like a moisturizer, and it really has your face feeling hydrated, and it's supposed to pull and tone and all that. And I bought that a long time ago. I still have some. I use that maybe once a week on my face, but other than that, it's just soap and water.
Cool. I know someone else.
I mean, shoot, the way it goes with all this natural stuff, you might as well. This is elderberry. She sells these as well. So crazy. I just learned about elderberry really this year. I have a friend of mine who he doesn't take traditional like
immune
medicines.
Support.
Huh?
Immune support. Elderberry does the same.
Yeah, he doesn't take like medicine, like how we do Tylenol and Benadryl or whatever type of cold medicine.
That's it. And you can even give that to your kids.
Yeah,
when
he
they
doesn't. He doesn't take it. He takes elderberry. You can buy it at Walmart as a syrup or a cough drop or anything, and that's all he does is elderberry for his colds. He said he will only take cold medicine if he really has a need to take it, like if it's lasting for so long. But he lets the elderberry work.
Sounds like me. I haven't even taken any medicine, I think, in like 5 years.
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at these comments. She's laughing. I'm sorry. So this is the elderberry. Wait, look. Y'all look, I can never do no YouTube videos, but this is the elderberry. It looks like dried raisins. And I was given a recipe for it, but I know you're supposed to put it like you boil water, like if you have a teapot or something like that, and then you put the berries in it, and then you drain it. You let them, do what they do, and then you drain the water out. And of course, so basically you don't eat the elderberry. You drain it out, and it could be like your tea or whatever. So I haven't done that yet.
And why you can't eat the elderberry? Why you can't eat?
I didn't ask that question because it wasn't in the ingredients, so I'ma just believe the same reason why you don't eat lemon peel. So I'ma just go with don't eat it because that's what she said. So, I don't know.
It's bitter.
That's a good question. I'm gonna figure that out, but
I have heard of some people eating the peel though, and they're like, it's good for you. I like it.
Really?
But it's bitter.
I can't. That's crazy.
I'm good. I'm good. You know, like just eat the content and then leave the peel out. Put it in your compost. You know what I'm saying? So for your garden.
Man, I mean,
cool.
I don't know. I'm about to find out this elderberry look like because I mean, anything that sound like berry, something.
Yeah, when you go to Whole Foods again, Fando, they got elderberry over there. I think they might even you might even find it. Oh man,
I'm not happy with that either. I'm not happy with that at all. Yeah, agave is real good for you. It's really good for you.
I like the sweetener, so I try to stay away from sugar. So I like to do other sweeteners, and I kid you not, the agave is like you need like just a little drop of a few, and it's a great sweetener. It's low calorie, like perfect. It's way better than sugar, and you know I love it. I'll do that or like a natural honey. I'll do that, and I'll add that to my tea. So I do tea in the morning, and unfortunately I do my coffee. Look, this is green.
Do you like coconut sugar? Do you like coconut sugar?
So I have some coconut sugar, and I've used the coconut sugar. But what I don't like, when I put the coconut sugar in and I mix it around, it creates this substance like on top, and I don't like that. Maybe it's just the brand.
Well, and agave is like liquid.
I didn't hear you say it again.
I said agave is liquid, so it's like easy for it to disperse. You know. Now,
do they make the
I think it might be in the. I can't, you know, because I'm trying to think if it's in a low glycemic index sweetener, which is really good. You know, if you have to watch your sugar intake. I know coconut sugar is, but I can't remember if agave is or not. I think that it's not, but I could be wrong. So I want to say that it is though, that it's in the low glycemic category. So
yeah, I don't like. I did the coconut. I actually bought the coconut sugar and the agave at the same time, but I first bought it from Rouse's market food store, and I said food store, Rouse's supermarket, and the coconut, like you have to mix it just like any sugar and dissolves, but it just creates this little coconut type film on top. And I don't like it. I don't like that. So the agave is liquid. Yeah. And I just, squeeze the bottle once, and that's it. And that's all I need. Like I don't need it too sweet because my coffee isn't like super sweet. It's kind of like bitter with a hint of sweetness. So that works. Go throw it away.
Yeah, it would taste really good, and like you're making like a matcha latte too. It would taste really good with that.
It's not a latte, but this is called pineapple matcha from Starbucks. I love this drink. The crazy thing about it.
I love me some matcha latte though.
She's not drinking no wine this weekend. She's drinking green this weekend, huh?
I know. I'm trying to be healthy, y'all. I'm trying to be healthy now. This is gonna have me up at night. I don't know what it is about this drink. Like I could do a coffee, I'll be asleep. But this drink, oh man, it energizes me.
It's steady. I was telling you, like the monks, the Zen monks, they drink matcha. They drink that kind of teas while they meditate. So it was one of the things that they did.
Speaking of that, I bought some green tea. I went to Whole Foods and I got some green. There's a green detox tea that I bought, and there's a just like the regular green tea that's like tea bags, but it's Japanese matcha that I got, and I have another one. It's the powder that I guess you can add. It smells so good. It's instant. Yeah, I haven't smelled it yet, but you can just add it to your water. So I got green tea for days. Like instead of using regular tea bags, the green tea. Right. I tell you, in the morning, it's really refreshing. So I put that with that green tea and with this sea moss, and I just use 1 tablespoon. I mean, since I'm new to it, I only do 1 tablespoon a day, and it actually curbs like my appetite, like for real, to the point that I have to remember to eat. and not realizing that I only ate that. You know, tea. I had tea.
Yeah. So you don't eat until lunchtime or something?
Sometimes I'll be so busy, you know, at work during the day that, you know, my work day starts 7:30 in the morning, and by the time I look up, you know, from working the cases, it's like 12 o'clock. You know, or I'll look up because my dog will be like, look, I need to go outside. And it's always between 10 and 11 that she wants to go outside. So that's usually when I look up. And then I'll be like, okay, girl, you got to go to the bathroom. You need to get something to eat.
Yeah.
Look. I just looked up something just now. Is this true? Is this true about Nick Cannon?
It's almost my birthday.
I forgot about old Nick. Yeah.
No. They talk about they banned that boy from MTV. What else? NBC, whatever you can think about is
CBS?
something. CBS, yeah. Like, what's going on?
Well,
because
he made some Semitic comments on his podcast. And yeah.
So you telling me they're gonna take Wildin' Out off MTV? Like, come on, man, it's like one of the top of the line show right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that? Like, come on.
He's unemployed. They banned him from everything. I did read it. They said that he tried to speak to the people, children. They said he tried to speak, you know, like talk to the higher ups. They mentioned the names, but I don't remember. And basically, I guess for them to come to a discussion, for him to perhaps apologize and, you know, talk about it, you know, but they declined his offer. They never responded. It was silence. No one said anything. But I guess the stations reported that he didn't come to them to apologize. And because of that, you know, they decided to let him go. I listened to what he said. And they only gave a snippet, so I didn't see the whole podcast. I think it's called Cannon's Class. They just kind of gave a snippet, and I'm like, I guess, you know, he apologized to the Jewish community for the comment that he made. I can see how it might be, you know, offensive, but I don't know if it was worth letting him go from everything without having the opportunity to, you know, come together and explain, you know, how he felt about it and what he meant, you know, about it. I mean, you know, like, for example, what Drew Brees did. He offended a lot of people. And, you know,
but they blocked him all the team.
He came on, but he came on, he had the opportunity to apologize and do whatever. So it's like he said it, he didn't get that opportunity, he got fired. Just like that. So
why can't a black man get an opportunity, huh?
You know, I wasn't trying to say that for that, but it makes a good point.
Well, I'm saying it.
I mean, it makes a good point. So, I mean, the Nick Cannon been with them, like, I mean, you know, everybody know about Nick since he was, 17-ish or something? You know, that he been on...
Yeah, with Nickelodeon, all the way to Nickelodeon.
All kinds of stuff. Like, we grew up with Nick. Nick 39, I'm 40. So, you know, we grew up with him. I just think, I don't know, I think it could have been handled better. He made a point. While with all this tension going on, with everything going on, it's better to kind of work things through, because that's what we're not doing right now. Y'all gonna have to go.
Then they blocked his Instagram, IG, and everything. Like, what? This is like, it's insane. Like, they took everything from him. Like, he can't say nothing. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's cyber. Now we having cyber problems now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say nothing on cyber, but you got everything on, you know, but that's crazy, man. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's I didn't. That's a very
I digress though. We're gonna get on something else right now.
Don't be using no big words on me, Banzo. Oh man, you know, there's a lot going on around it. They got a lot going on right now, you know, in this world. And I just think it's at a time, since everybody's watching, I think it's a moment to kind of demonstrate that we can get along, we can work through understandings, and that was one of the things that he was mentioning. You know, we should be. People, like he said, people that know him knows he doesn't have, you know, any ill intentions or, you know, a bad bone in his body. And I don't think he meant that in the way that it's being, you know, the context, just like Drew. Drew made a statement. That's how he felt, you know, but he didn't realize what he stated would offend a lot of people. Same thing with Nick. That's how he feels. He didn't expect that it would offend a lot of people, and he apologized to the Jewish community who would be offended about it. So if he's coming out and he's saying that, you know, it makes you think that once you're up there and you're in that light, you have to be silent. You can't speak your opinion because you're gonna get fired. You know, what's the reason? I think by him wearing the turban or whatever, he hasn't told people why he wears it. Maybe he didn't tell people the real reason why is because he could potentially get fired because of what he believes in, which just happened.
Right. So I mean, in other words, I mean, we're gonna allow you to do certain things, but you can't say certain things because you're a big icon.
I mean,
So
you can't speak your opinion. We on
You
a
can't
smaller platform.
basically when you're famous, you can't be yourself.
Pretty much.
Right.
You're on a small, like we're on a smaller
That's why I'm
platform.
glad I'm not famous.
I know. Yeah, we're on a smaller platform, so we don't have that. But you know, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, guys, but I think one thing, I'm still thinking about that food that Monique was eating earlier. I'm kind of thinking about what I'm gonna eat because I ain't eating nothing all day. You know.
No.
I ain't eating nothing
So
all day.
fun.
I'm so sorry. You know, my belly and my tummy is talking to me like, when you gonna feed me? Feed me. Feed me.
Whatever. Well, guys.
So anyway, so Faye, I asked y'all too. All right, Faye, what did you cook today? What you ate today?
What did I what?
What did you eat today?
What did I eat today?
Yeah.
Just something simple. Actually, I haven't eaten that much at all, but I did have breakfast in the late morning, and I just had like a couple eggs, avocado, and I sprinkled some of this. Trader Joe's has this really, really great seasoning that's called Everything But the Bagel. And it's got like sesame and sea salt and onion and garlic. So it's basically like the everything bagel seasoning. So it's the seasoning of that without the bagel. Oh, it's so good. And you got to make those eggs just right. Eggs and avocado for me in the morning is just like, it's so simple, but it gives me so much energy when I know that like I eat anything until later morning. Just sustain me for like, hours, until like, dinner or something. But I'm not going to be having dinner until after I haven't even eaten dinner yet. So that's going to be after this. So yeah. Why? What have you eaten today?
What I ate today? I ain't nothing today. I'm starving myself today.
What'd you say?
I ain't nothing today. I'm starving myself today.
You haven't eaten anything else today?
No, the only thing I ate today was work.
Oh, well, yeah, I know what that's like.
What is it?
That's
Work?
Yeah, work. That's it. No. Work.
I
That's
know,
it.
I know what that's like.
That's it.
What do I know?
Yes, Lord. So
What's your setup like in your truck anyway? You have like a kitchenette
For
in
real,
there?
like how do you cook? Like how do you eat? Like that really sucks as a driver.
I have a what they call it? I have a George Foreman, small grill.
A what?
George Foreman, small grill. About that small, about that high.
Yeah.
That small, about that high. Got a little ice box about this tall. You know what I'm saying? And about that wide.
But where do you put it at? Like, it looks like you don't have much room. Like, where do you put all that at?
Well,
I
have room. I have room.
Oh,
It's
wow.
sometimes it got storage space, and I got food up in the cabinet. I got I have my noodles. I have like shrimp noodles and stuff like that. But yeah, I have a crock pot on here.
Do you have something that you can cook on?
Yeah, that George Foreman grill.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. The grill. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, because one time I was thinking about maybe if I want, like, I can make grilled cheese. I can make me if I go get me some salmon, I'll slice the salmon up, put it on the grill.
So you're still doing dairy? I thought you were just doing
No.
You're doing vegan cheese?
Yeah, vegan cheese.
Okay.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, vegan cheese. I sure do got the vegan cheese. As a matter of fact, it's the pepper jack vegan cheese.
Pepper jack. There's this guy in town that I know who started making a product called Dream Cheese, and I have yet to try it.
Man, I want some of that
because he's a vegan.
Cream.
And yeah, right. So I'm gonna try it, and if he actually ships out, I'll let you know. If it's
no. I need you to ship. Listen, I cash out you the ice cream. We're gonna have to work something out. We're gonna let them know. Listen, look, we need a shipment coming down to New Orleans. Ask them how much.
Just go to Whole Foods, Bando.
Man, no, it's not in there. See, look, you gotta understand.
It's not in Whole Foods.
It's not.
Do you ever get out to Lafayette? Just get out of town.
Oh, Lafayette? Yeah, that's like Lafayette is like what, a 4-hour drive?
Right. Do you ever get out that way?
I ain't that desperate. Look, let's see.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
How bad do you want it, Bando? How bad?
I'm trying to get you
the Whole Foods that's in your area is 30 minutes, is from what I understand from you. And that's the only one that's there, you're saying? There's not two, right? Is that the same one you go to, Monique?
I might have to go to Rawlinson's or something and check
Monique,
it out.
Is that the same one you go to? Is that the same Whole Foods that you go to that he's talking about?
It has to be. Like, there's the one off of Vets. And then there's one in, I think off Magazine. Oh, then there's one on Broad. Like, yeah.
Wait. Veteran, they got a Whole Food in Veteran?
It's right across from the
Anna,
mall.
you just Google it.
Yeah, it's right across from Lakeside.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
right
about
behind Jared's.
Hey, how long they just built that? How long ago? All I know is the one in Magazine, and I don't want to say Broad. That's all I want to. I know.
It's been there for about some years, 3, maybe 4, could be 5.
Okay. Look, I'm about to look at it. I'm about to look that up. Definitely.
Coconut Bliss.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, I haven't had a serving of that in a few weeks. So, trying to cut some sugar out of my diet. Anyway.
Shit. Wait. Oh, that scared the crap out of me.
What happened?
That was thunder, but it sounded like it was punching through my roof.
Oh, is it pouring down there?
Oh, heartbeat. I thought it was an alien invasion.
You're funny.
That scared the crap out of me. Oh man, I'm good, y'all. I'm surviving. Get out my window.
There was Somebody posted something on the bulletin board on Facebook here in town. I guess there was a comment here yesterday.
See, Causeway and Vets have been there for 5 years. My bad.
What's that?
Whole Foods is at Causeway and Vets. Been there
Is that the one he missed?
Huh?
Is that the one that he missed?
Yes, because he was like, "How long it been there?" So 5 years. Brilliant. Where you been,
so
Bando?
There you go.
In my cave under my yes rock.
I can't believe that you still haven't gotten the ice cream.
So what kind of ice cream it is they sell at Whole Foods?
The one that he wants is Coconut Bliss.
Coconut Bliss, yeah.
And it's ice cream? What kind of, like a sort of, I can't remember.
It's made from coconut cream and agave syrup.
Ooh.
and whatever flavor. I mean, like the one that he's talking about is just the Madagascar vanilla. So it's got Madagascar vanilla. It's got like 5 ingredients in there. I love their ice cream because if I don't want to do dairy, that's my go-to. Because I don't want to do dairy all the time, and it just tastes really, really good.
So I'm gonna go find it, and it's called Madagascar vanilla.
That's the one that he wants, but they have other flavors.
So what's the brand?
Coconut Bliss, coconutbliss.com. You can even check and see what kind of flavor you want ahead of time. You can call the store and be like, "Do you have this?" Or just go there and see what they have.
Don't get
but
mad,
if you want to
I'm going to get some.
She's ahead of you already, Vanda.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna talk about it on the next show. I'm gonna be like, man, this is so good.
Save something for me if you find them.
Oh, it looks good.
Oh my God.
The evolution of ice cream.
Where are you parked right now? Are you out of town, Vando?
Oh, they got popsicles. Oh, and it's chocolate.
I'm out of town up in Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, you're in South Carolina. How's your Bliss?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. I know how Bliss is. Pure Bliss Kinky. Bliss, Pure Bliss teas. Oh, they have bars. They have pints. They have sandwiches.
Yeah, it's so good. Oh my God.
Man.
It's like the you know the vegan dream, you know, like you can't. Oh, hi, sweetie. Like, you know, if you can't do dairy at all, or you're just like, I am hardcore vegan, like that is the stuff. So, but I am not hardcore vegan.
It looks good. It's organic. It
vegan
has
is like a
golden
choice.
Banana brownie. Ooh, Frank. Golden banana brownie swirl. Oh, man.
I know all of that, and all he wants is Madagascar vanilla. I can't even believe it. I'm like, you just want vanilla? The only reason why I got that at that time was because they didn't have the one I wanted.
What time do
I was going to go for the mint galactic chip.
So I'm glad you didn't get it. I'm going to get it.
I'm going tomorrow. I
had some just the other day.
I'm going tomorrow.
A bar. Not the pint, just the one little bar.
I'm going tomorrow. Look, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. Well, we can't FaceTime because you're an Android. Sorry. So I'm gonna Instagram you. Look at his face.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna Instagram you, Bando. This is good, boy. You missing out. You want some? You want some, baby? You want some?
Look at him. Bando.
You ain't frozen. I said you can't play that frozen trick on us today.
You just want to struggle, huh, Bando?
Man,
stop struggling.
When I get it, I'm telling you, when I see it, I'm going to pull the whole shelf off. I'm going to buy the whole shelf. I'm telling you.
Where are you going to...
Wait, my son made a point. Didn't you say my oldest went to Cane's, and he said that there's a national coin shortage? Yeah. So Cane's was like, use credit card if you can because there's a national coin shortage.
Pandemic leads to national coin
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Reserve Task Force created to help.
Say it again. I ain't hear.
Pandemic leads to national coin shortage. Federal Reserve Task Force created to help.
Y'all heard him?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's all part of the plan.
Exactly.
Part of the plan. Yo, you know what? I'll tell you. I was listening to an audio from like 2016, and it was already being spoken about. It's like America actually hasn't had any money for a while. They don't have anything to back it, so they just kept printing money, and it wasn't worth anything. But yet they were like still, raising the cost of things, which is like, I mean, really. Anybody could be pissed about that, but yeah, it's now going to be the Bitcoin. I mean, I don't even really carry cash. Like I always use my card anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't either. I carry
no
cash.
biggie, but still, like it's weird because it's all part of the plan.
Well, it is because most don't want to use it because it's germs. You can have the virus on it, all that kind of stuff. Then
right.
Like, I really don't carry cash at all. And if I carry, it's really just I go to the ATM to pay the guy that cuts my grass because that's
with the knuckle.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I don't have it. My germ key. Yes, I use my germ key. And
I just use my knuckle too.
Yeah,
that Bando gave you? The one that
Yeah,
he showed
I
us?
swing it over. Yeah, I
So
swing it
funny,
open,
man.
and that's it. So thank you, Bando. I appreciate the germ key. I appreciate
But
it.
no problem, man. Whatever I can do for y'all to stop y'all getting entanglement. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I promise you, Bando, I will not get myself into any more entanglements.
Mhm.
Authorized or unauthorized.
Yes, Lord.
I'm gonna give you some coins.
Yes, Lord.
No coin.
Oh,
I
man.
got a shortage.
All right, guys. I think that's a show.
Well,
Yeah, I
before I go, I want to let everybody know how we always shut the show off and everything. I want to let everybody know, man, I'm glad everybody that tuning in that's looking at us after the fact, you know what I'm saying? I want to see, if nobody never told you today, I want to tell you I love y'all with all my heart, and I mean that. And everybody, you know, you having problems with someone you have a misunderstanding with, today's topic was entanglement with. I would like for y'all to go and tell, you know, the ones you love and tell them, you know, call them, check up on them, let them know, look, hey, I was thinking about you, you know, I'm sorry, get all your difference to the side. If y'all having some, you know, some pride issues or whatever, you need to let them know, look, you love them, give them their roses while they're here, don't wait till they're gone any day, you know what I'm saying, get that phone call, you be like, look, old homeboy, homegirl, she been checked out. And you be like, damn, I knew I should have called. There's something was on my mind. So don't y'all just do that, man. I challenge everybody out there to go tell your loved ones, the one you love, you know, check up on them and tell them you love them. Yep.
Whoop. On that note, it's a wrap. Guys, check us out on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central. We're streaming live on Facebook. It's What's New in Your World. And on our YouTube channel, What's New in Your World. So I think Facebook, if you do at WNIYW, it's the easy way to find us. Like and subscribe. Follow our Facebook page so you'll know when we come on live. Check y'all next week. Bye, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. It's a good show. I'm gonna be up like all night. For real.
All night long.